Greetings, Earthlings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to WizdomDropz, your source for daily drops of wisdom and savvy cat astrology. My name is Tonya, and today we are talking about you beautiful Taurian people. That's right, if you're a Taurus ascendant, sun, or moon, then this video is for you, my friend, or if you have a stellium in Taurus for that matter. So we're talking about what you can expect in your personal life over the next 6 months. That's through the end of 2020, based on 3 primary celestial events, okay? Number 1, Mars is entering Aries. Number 2, Mercury is currently retrograde in the sign of Cancer, and that's significant and plays into a larger 6-month theme because number 3, we are having the final eclipses happening on the Capricorn and Cancer axis. So this is all going to have, significant impact on anybody, everybody, really. But you Tauruses, this is all happening in your CADENT houses. So these are houses that are falling away. So I think as a Taurus energy being out there, you're going to be releasing some things over the next 6 months that no longer serve you, and you're going to be coming to some very deep psychological conclusions, okay? And there's a couple reasons I'm saying that. But before I delve in further, if you're not already, and if you vibe, subscribe, because we is building tribe. You feel, Taurus? So thank you for subscribing if you're not already, because I'm here for you every single day with the daily drops of wisdom and savvy cat astrology. So let's build the community, let's build the platform, give us, back some of your opinions, your energy, etc., and I'll keep giving you the daily drops. Moving right along, Taurus. Now, first things first, let's talk about this Mars, okay? Mars, as I said, is entering Aries. And for you Tauruses, that's your 12th house. And this is going to be a long 6-month period in your 12th house. When Mars is in one's 12th house, it's generally speaking a really good time to do deeper psychological work. And not only is it a good time, but it's just going to naturally happen that way because Mars is the engine of the zodiac along with the sun. So it's the energy, okay? And wherever Mars goes, so does our energy. And so you might be feeling a little less energized as a Taurus, unfortunately, for the next 6 months, because Mars is going to be kind of hidden from you. The 12th house is what's hidden from ourselves. So there's that. But it's really going to be a fantastic time on the good side of things, or the more positive spin on it, is that it's going to be really good for you delving deeper into your own psyche and diving deep into things that you've hidden from yourself from previous subconscious things that you just shoved down there, that you're like, I don't know what's down there, but I'm not gonna pay attention. That's kind of what you're gonna be exposed to more of over the next 6-month period, I think, in that vein. And you're gonna be coming to some rich conclusions because Mars is in good dignity. It's in its own sign, Aries, so that's in your favor. That's the benefit, Taurus. Don't get too sad that it's in your 12th house, because it's really good health. It's going to bring you the best that Mars in the 12th house can bring you because it's in its own sign of Aries. I hope that makes sense. Now, moving on. Mercury is currently retrograde in Cancer, and that's your 3rd house, okay? So this is a shorter term impact. It's been retrograde since like mid-June 2020, but it's going to be, final mid-July. But I like to think all of July, because those of us who are students of astrology, we know that sometimes planets take a little longer to marinate their energies, okay? But with that said, you can expect, Taurus, in your 3rd house for the next, month at least, you're going to be rethinking, redoing, revising your communications with others and also your local environment, because Mercury is our thoughts and our communication patterns, and anytime retrograde happens, it's always anything with that re-prefix, so it's redoing, revising, reassessing, reworking. Things will probably go wrong or go kooky, but it's like so that you can benefit it. I heard a really good astrologer recently say that he thinks that retrograde is a planet giving you a second chance as well. So if you are a Taurus out there who knows that you have had some less than groovy communications patterns with people in your life, okay, reflect in this retrograde cycle that we're in your 3rd house, Taurus. Wow, you thought I dropped it, but I didn't. You were supposed to reflect on communications. That was the universe being like, pay attention, pay attention. Okay, but for real though, you want to pay attention to your communications patterns and how you're coming across to people if you're a Taurus. And also maybe you've been taken advantage of, because Cancer is an energy of nourishment. So there's a possibility, Taurus, that you actually need to rethink your communications patterns, not because you've been like the bully or the mean person, but because you've been giving too much of yourself with not enough back in return. because Cancer is a very giving energy, and so you with the third house there, you've probably been giving yourself a lot, like giving a lot of yourself to others through communications. So you might be reflecting on some of that. Also, your local environment is the third house, so if you've been a Taurus out there thinking over the last several, months or whatever, or the last year and a half since we've had the eclipses on this axis for you, you know what, I need to move far away, ninth house, or whatever, or I need to move because that Capricorn, excuse me, is happening there on that axis for you, the eclipse, or maybe I need to change my local environment up because I don't like the local environment I'm in right now. That's okay, Taurus, and if that's what you've been feeling, Mercury retrograde is going to help you get in tune with that. And that brings us to the third and final bullet point for you all today, and that's the eclipses. So this axis of the ninth and the third that you've been having these eclipses on over the last year and a half since January 2019, this is getting you in tune with your higher belief systems, your beliefs around the entire world, and kind of like your religious beliefs, your philosophical beliefs, okay? This has been getting you in tune with that for a long time. Your views and other people's views, that's also that axis. So if you've been feeling like you've just had too much conflict with people on this stuff lately and you need to change some things up, then this eclipse, this final eclipse that we're having on July 4th, 5th, for the next 6 months, it's in effect, as is the one that we just had on June 2021st. So, you're going to be crystallizing whatever those lessons and fated kind of events that have already happened, you're going to be crystallizing them moving forward, okay? Through the end of 2020, expect changes in those areas, and you might decide it's time to go back to school, and you've been thinking about that. That could also be something that comes up with this, because the ninth house is activated, and the belief houses, and the kind of the communications houses, the knowledge houses, those are things that are being activated for you. So if you've had some divine downloads or will in this larger month and a half time frame, like through July basically, pay attention to what is percolating in your head, because the third house is a very mental place. So Mercury there is really activating your brain, okay? So pay attention to the insights you get. Pay attention to your feelings, Taurus, because this is in Cancer. So feel the things that you're thinking about out, okay? That's very much so good advice, in my opinion, okay? And with that said, I think you'll see some positive results. I would love to know what's happening in your life along these lines, or what has happened in the past year and a half with this eclipse cycle. If you want to share down below in a comment, that's cool. Before you leave, I am available for readings. I'm booking them, and you can reach out to me at WizdomDropz@gmail.com, and I will be sure to get back to you with my current rates and any specials that I have. And with that said, my friend, like the video if it brought you value, subscribe if you're not already, hit the bell, all that good jazz, all that jazz. And until next time, and through next time, may the stars be with you. Peace.